Have you ever been verbally abused by somebody? Or perhaps you still are being abused by somebody? Do you feel the words that they use are true, or does it have you questioning yourself ongoingly? It's time for you to learn and understand the story of the quacking duck to help you. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Bryn. I'm a neurosynthesist, life transformational mentor, and parent coach. My link is in the bio to work with me. Once upon a time, a man walked down to a pond. As he arrived at the pond, a duck waddled up to him and went quack, 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 quack. The man said to the duck, "What a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing this wonderful story with me today, Mrs. Duck." The duck went quack, 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 quack and waddled back into the pond. The man then walked down to the other side of the pond and sat on a bench. A few minutes later, he saw a lady coming down the pathway who was singing along and looked very happy. When she got closer to the pond, Mrs. Duck waddled up to her and went quack, 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 quack. The lady turned to Mrs. Duck and said, "Oh, what a beautiful song that you just sang for me, Mrs. Duck. Thank you so much for sharing it," and carried on her way. Mrs. Duck turned around and waddled back into the pond. A couple of minutes later, a man came walking down the pathway, and he was raising his hands in the air and shouting and talking to himself. He didn't look very happy and was very angry too. As he got closer to the pond, Mrs. Duck waddled up to him and went quack, 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 quack. The man turned around and said, "Mrs. Duck, why are you always screaming and shouting at me? What's wrong with you? Can't you go find another pond to go and bother the people there?" The moral of the story is that in life we are all just quacking ducks. The things we say are a reflection of our internal world. So the next time somebody says something that you don't like, realize that they are reflecting what they are experiencing from within, and it's actually not about you. It's about them and what they are feeling. This thing gives you a choice. Catch the words before you allow them to create a reaction within your body. Look at the words and decide if you want them and the emotion that they will trigger inside of you. And if you don't, then throw them away and disregard them, because only you are responsible for the way that you feel. And this is how you learn to decide, because you don't need to respond. Have a look at the other person and how they are quacking, and realize that that's where they are in this present moment.